Deep in the heart of a South American jungle, an ancient behemoth lurked in the shadows, biding its time. With stealthy precision, it moved through the dense vegetation, its massive body coiling and uncoiling in a mesmerizing dance of deadly grace. Every step brought it closer to its unsuspecting prey, who were oblivious to the looming danger. Suddenly, in a lightning-fast strike, the Titanoboa emerged, its enormous body crushing its victim with unparalleled power. In the midst of the bustling prehistoric jungle, this colossal snake reigned supreme as the ultimate predator. No other creature stood a chance against the sheer size and strength of it, the legendary Serpent of old. This colossal snake, the largest ever known to exist, ruled the tropical jungles of South America around 60 million years ago, a time when the dinosaurs had long vanished from the earth. The death of the giant reptiles left a vacuum at the top of the food chain, and Titanoboa gladly stepped up. Fossils from the Paleocene epoch, which date back around 60 million years, are rare in tropical environments of South America. In total, 28 specimens were discovered, providing an unprecedented glimpse into the world of Titanoboa. The scientific name of it is a true testament to its magnificence. The name Titan is derived from Greek mythology, evoking the image of a giant creature, and boa refers to the type of genus of the family Boidae, to which it belongs. Most of the material of it consists of vertebrae that would have been located before the cloaca, which is the opening used for reproduction and waste elimination in snakes. These vertebrae are robust and have a unique T-shaped neural spine, making them quite distinctive from other snakes. Compared to other boas, it has a high number of palatal and marginal tooth positions. The quadrate bone, which is responsible for jaw movement in snakes, is oriented at a low angle. Additionally, the teeth of them are weakly ankylosed, meaning they are not strongly connected to the jawbone. Based on the size of its vertebrae, it is the largest snake ever recorded in the paleontological history. In modern constrictors like boas and pythons, increased body size is achieved through larger vertebrae rather than an increase in the number of bones in the skeleton. This allows to estimate the length of it based on these individual bones. Using this method, initial size estimates proposed a total body length of approximately 12.82 meters. Applying anaconda proportions to the 40-centimeter skull of it results in a total body length of around 14.3 meters. That would make modern-day pythons and anacondas look like spaghetti noodles. About weighing numbers, using comparisons to modern snakes like the green anaconda and the southern rock python, researchers estimate that it weighed between 652 kilograms to 1,819 kilograms, with a mean estimate of 1,135 kilograms. To put it into perspective, the largest modern snakes, the green anaconda and the reticulated python, don't even come close to its colossal size. The existence of 8 additional specimens of similar size to the one used in these calculations suggest that Titanoboa regularly reached such massive proportions. They lived during the Paleocene epoch, which is now known as South America. And according to a 2009 type description by Head and colleagues, the climate conditions of their environment played a crucial role in its gigantism. As a poikilothermic ectotherm, its internal temperature and metabolism were heavily influenced by the ambient temperature, which in turn affected its size. It's like the saying goes, you are what your environment is. Head and colleagues suggest that the mean annual temperature of its habitat could be calculated by comparing the maximum body size of poikilothermic animals in different localities. Based on the relation between temperatures in the modern neotropics and the maximum length of anacondas, they estimated a mean annual temperature of at least 32 to 33 degrees Celsius for the equatorial regions of Paleocene South America. That's hotter than your average summer beach destination. So how did Titanoboa manage to survive in such scorching conditions? Well, the paper argues that the increase in temperature was balanced out by higher amounts of rainfall. It's like nature's own recipe for a perfect climate cocktail: high heat, but also high humidity. When it comes to what they chowed down on, initially researchers believed that this massive snake had a diet similar to that of modern-day anacondas, with a penchant for feasting on the local crocodilomorph fauna. In 2013, a study by Jason Head and his team discovered that Titanoboa had a unique and specialized diet. It was a piscivore. They were a fish-eating snake, and its skull revealed fascinating adaptations that supported this piscivorous lifestyle. One of the key clues was the anatomy of the palate. The palate of it had specialized features that are reminiscent of modern-day Cynophidian snakes, known for their piscivorous habits. These adaptations suggest it had a preference for fish as its primary food source, making it a top aquatic predator in the Paleocene rivers of Colombia. With sharp, curved teeth, they were perfect for grasping slippery prey. It stealthily lurks in the water, waiting for an unsuspecting fish to swim by, then striking with lightning speed to capture its prey. It also likely fed on a variety of large animals, including crocodiles, turtles, and even early mammals, which roamed the swamps and jungles of prehistoric South America. As the mating season approached, male and female Titanoboas kept their distance from each other, biding their time for the perfect moment to strike. But when the time was right, the females would likely release a powerful hormone that acted as a siren's call, drawing the males toward them like moths to a flame. As the males responded to the alluring scent of the females, a fierce competition would ensue. Titans clashed, coiling and writhing in an epic battle for the right to mate. They would engage in vicious combat, biting and constricting each other in a primal display of dominance. Only the strongest, most cunning male would emerge victorious and earn the privilege of fertilizing the female's eggs. Once the fertilization took place, the females would not hesitate to turn on the males. In a display of brutal ferocity, they would often attack and sometimes even devour the males that had just mated with them. It was a stark reminder that in their world, survival of the fittest was the law of the land. After this intense encounter, the females would enter a period of rest, which also doubled as the gestation period. For about 7 months, the expectant mothers would nurture and protect their developing young within their massive bodies. But the moment of birth was no less extraordinary. Unlike modern snakes, Titanoboa babies did not hatch from eggs. Instead, they would slide out of thin membranes on the sides of their mother's body, wriggling free into the world as fully formed juveniles ready to embark on their own perilous journey. It was a time when the jungle echoed with the hissing and thrashing of these ancient giants as they battled for the chance to pass on their genes to the next generation. It was a time of triumph and treachery, where only the most formidable individuals would ensure the continuation of their bloodline. The climate that had once favored this colossal snake was shifting. As global temperatures began to decline, the environment became less favorable for the massive snake. The emergence of smaller snakes, which were better adapted to the changing conditions, led to intense competition for resources. The larger reptiles, including Titanoboa, struggled to survive as they faced challenges in adapting to the rapidly changing environment. Being a cold-blooded reptile, the snake's ability to regulate its body temperature was directly influenced by the environmental conditions. As temperatures plummeted, its metabolic processes became increasingly difficult, which may have impacted its ability to find and capture prey efficiently. Also, as the rainforest transformed, smaller snakes and other reptiles that were better adapted to the changing landscape took over, further marginalizing the once dominant Titanoboa. The emergence of smaller, more adaptable snakes and the challenges posed by the changing environment ultimately proved too much for Titanoboa to overcome. After this ancient giant went extinct, one of the most notable appearances of Titanoboa in pop culture was in the 2012 documentary film Titanoboa Monster Snake, produced by the Smithsonian Channel. It has also been featured in popular TV shows like River Monsters and Primeval, where its massive size and ferocious nature have been used to create thrilling storylines and capture viewers' attention. In addition to visual media, it has also made its mark in the world of video games. Players have had the chance to encounter it in virtual worlds. In this way, its legacy as the largest snake ever discovered is etched into the fabric of popular culture. And if you're into cool stuff like this, make sure to click on the like and subscribe buttons below. By learning about Titanoboa and other prehistoric animals, we get a better idea of just how diverse and complicated life on Earth really is. And if you're curious about other prehistoric animals and want to know more about them, then you should definitely click the video on your screen right now. We'll tell you everything you need to know about this fascinating topic and help you deepen your understanding of these incredible creatures.